I'm so glad you picked a poem by Arnold Weinstein, who is, I guess, a mutual friend of ours. Tell me about your relationship with Arnold.
I met Arnold, gosh, 14 years ago through a mutual friend. I had been given the cabaret songs that he wrote with Bill Bolcom as a student at Boston University, and they became my heart and soul. They were the bread and butter of the things that I performed all the way through college. And you know, the minute he met me, just opened up those giant arms and sort of like brought me into the fold, and we remained very, very close. He adapted Robert Altman's movie A Wedding for me to do in 2007. I played the Carol Burnett part. And actually the poem that I read is part of a thing we were trying to put together about vaudeville, and which is why it has some of those sort of interesting cadences, and then it goes off in a different direction, and then it comes back. He was very interested in writing a piece about vaudeville for Joan Morris, William Bolcom's wife, and myself, and using pieces that he had never published before, and this is one of them. And he was just, as you know, he was just one of the great guys. You know, he influenced many and was influenced by many. He was great friends with Willem de Kooning. Some of the greatest artists painted him, wrote about him, cooked dinner for him. You know, he's a true genius, really.
I'm sorry that we lost him. Tell me about what we just did, performing words without music, because given who you are and what you do for a living and what we all love you for, it's a different experience for all of us.
Scary. You know, I started off as an actress, and I couldn't have gone further away from that as far as how you use your voice. And, you know, that's also, I guess, part of the special relationship I had with Arnold, in that he encouraged me to do things that dealt with more spoken text. And so I, you know, through my association with him, did that more and more in some of the cabaret shows that I put together. Some of the one-woman shows that I did in New York that people, you know, knew me for in the early 90s, and the mid-90s, I guess. And it's something I appreciate. All my close friends are actors. All my close friends are actors. They're not opera singers. I don't know how that happened, but so I'm someone who's really surrounded by the spoken word. You know, last night I heard a lecture by Nicholas Kristof, so once again, you know, it's spoken word and words translated onto the page, you know, and so, yeah, I enjoy getting back to that now. It's like sort of a wonderful opportunity, too, to speak his words, you know.
Well, fantastic. All I need you to do right now is look at the camera and say poetry.
Poetry.